Aries. This is going to be your weekly reading, and I did want to say real quick that if anyone's interested in a personal reading, I'll include in the description of the video my contact information. They are $40 right now, and I can let you know what kind of blocks that you have to like love and money, and what you can do to increase your abundance and really release any type of blocks that you have right now. I can let you know what kind of messages come through for you. And so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the reading. And the first card that we have is the Burning Tower. So basically the energy that I'm getting with this is that you have had your tower moment, and usually this comes with some pain. Everything that you believe to be true comes crashing down, and you have a lot of clarity and on a lot of issues. This is a lot of times when we won't let go of things, the universe does it for us. And so everything just kind of comes crashing down. And you really, on a soul level, knew this was coming, because you really knew what kind of spiritual guidance you were receiving as far as leaving situations, leaving people, really walking away from things. And a lot of times we hold on too long. And when this happens, the universe will just snatch these things right out from under us, and we'll be left with a tower moment. Basically, a tower moment happens because everything that we thought that we had a firm foundation on, we did not. And you find out when the tower comes crashing down. Because to clarify that card, we have contract. And basically what I'm getting with this is that you have a lot of soul contracts and karmic contracts that you have with people that have now been completed. When we incarnate into our physical bodies, into the physical realm, a lot of times we have contracts with people, soul contracts that we have to complete. And so we have different soulmates who are part of our soul family, who travel with us from dimension to dimension, timeline to timeline, who play their roles. And a lot of times they'll come in and we recognize them by their energy. And we are very closely energetically aligned to them because they are soul family and we have known them before. But we will have unfinished business maybe with them, or we'll have something that we had planned together to do. Because as souls, when we incarnate here, we have things that we want to learn. We're basically divine beings having human experiences. So when you look at it like that, it makes it a lot easier when things come up that we consider to be shitty or that we don't like. But, you know, this is what we wanted to experience. So do take away from it the lessons that you needed to learn, because lessons will repeat until you learn them. And right now the dust is settling because you have some new beginnings. And this is the Ace of Spheres, which is the same as the Pentacles in the traditional tarot. And this is a physical energy. This is the physical realm. And you have a new beginning now, because these things did end. Soul contracts ended. You had your Burning Tower moment where things were basically stripped away from you, but they weren't on a firm foundation to begin with. So that means that they were never for you to begin with. And now you can start fresh and start new with these new things. This could be a new job. This could be new business opportunities. A new place to live. I'm getting that some people might be moving now, might be relocating to a new city, new town. But you are about to start fresh. There is a fresh start. To clarify that card, we have the Transgression, which is flaws, contradictions, mistake. So what I'm getting here is that you do feel like you made a mistake. You feel like you basically knew that you were supposed to move on a long time ago. You're supposed to let go of things that no longer served you. But there are no mistakes on this journey. Just more lessons. So if you do take a side road off the beaten path on this spiritual journey, this soul's journey that you're on, you're still going to end up at the same destination. It's just you're going to have more experience, more opportunities for soul expansion and growth. So don't judge them. Everything's happened for a reason. And do look at the bright side. So whatever it is that happens, do kind of flip it around and take the high road and take the positive approach. You know, I've had, quite a few tower moments myself. Even this year, I know it's early in the year still, but I've had several tower moments. And I had to basically flip it around and say, you know what? I can't lose anything that's mine by divine right. So anything that I have lost wasn't mine to begin with, and something better is going to come in its place. So that's how you need to approach that. And then we have the Ace of Moons. And the moons in the traditional tarot, the moon is the cups. So this is a watery energy. This is all about feelings. This is love. This is all about, this is that watery, that cups energy. So this is a new love, or this is a love returning, or this is a fresh start with someone that, you have been with, and maybe the two of you had to go your own way and you had to really learn some things from others. A lot of times we have to do that. We have to kind of be fluid and go out and, maybe the two of you went your separate ways and have had new experiences with other people. And we do that basically so that we can learn and prepare ourselves to have the kind of love that we desire. And so, people come and go, and it's all right. So definitely don't judge that, because we need to have that soul growth. I'm trying to explain it. Fluid relationships are when you really allow each other space and you don't hold on so tightly, and you let people go and you let them kind of come and go, and basically we have to experience what we don't want from other people. What better way for somebody to miss you than to go off and be with somebody else and really start missing you and really thinking about you and really kind of reminiscing. And so a lot of times we have to allow people space to grow, because to clarify that card, we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So once again, give people space and use this time to prepare yourself. Really learn something new. Take a class. Develop some new hobbies, some new interests, so that when you do come back together, you have things to talk about. And it's really interesting when you let somebody go off and, really have all kinds of experiences. Maybe 5-6 months later, they come back, you run into them in a store, and you're like, hey, what's up? Well, I've been doing all these interesting things now. I've learned a foreign language. I'm doing volunteer work. I've changed careers. I started a business. Just have amazing things to talk about. And divine timing is at work in your love life. So try to let go of any type of expectations of how you think it should look. And basically really focus on you right now. Set some goals. You have the Moon card. Okay, and I'm getting a lot of feminine energy in this read. And you can be a masculine watching this. And a lot of times men don't like to hear the fact that we all have both a feminine and a masculine energy. And it's all about balancing those. Sometimes, you can be a masculine energy. You can be more in your feminine energy, or vice versa. I tend to be more in my masculine energy. It's taken a lot of balancing for me to really fall back into my intuitive, my emotional energy, and really kind of pulling back, because the masculine energy tends to want to get things done. And it's more of a push and a control and a giving energy. So basically the message that I'm getting with this Moon card, with these other feminine cards that have came up, is even if you're a masculine watching this, really pull back your energy And don't be so pushy and controlling and giving. For right now, just kind of give to yourself and just kind of fall back. This is the fall back card. Okay? Because there are things going on behind the scenes right now, even if you can't see them. Because to clarify that card, we have, it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. So you are going through some changes. And what I'm sensing with this card here is that, like I said, maybe you and your love interest have parted ways, and maybe it was even your idea, and you got together with somebody else, and this was indeed a soul contract. This is something that you had to do on a soul level, and it didn't work out. And the tower moment that came down lets you know, hey, you know, I know who it is that I want to be with. And it is worth waiting for. And I am going to fall back right now and really do focus on myself and any type of hobbies or interest and any type of new ideas that I have, and really focus on myself, because I know that the universe has it under control, and whoever's for me, I cannot lose them. They're mine by divine right, and we will come back around again. We will have a second chance. That's the energy I'm getting from this read. And we have the Temperance card. And Temperance is all about balance. And once again, I really feel like this has to do with that balancing of the energies of the masculine and the feminine. Your feminine side is your intuition. It's all about feeling instead of thinking. The masculine energy is more logical. So definitely do balance the two of these. That message is coming through. Because to clarify that, we have the healing, healed, healer. Healing energy surrounds you in the situation. So the angels do want to let you know, and your spirit guides, your whole spirit team, your higher self, want to let you know that they are here overseeing the situation. And they do want you to really take in everything that's happened and really look at it from the point of view of, what did this teach me? And what type of cycles or patterns have I been stuck in that I keep repeating? Because that is what needs cleared right now. You need to really look at that. You need to go deep, and you need to really face your shadow side. And that is coming through with this card too. How do we face our shadow side? You look at the things that are inside of you that maybe you've been avoiding. You know, and these can stem from childhood, and I believe this has been a theme for you before too, Aries. And how do you heal these? What you do is you bring them into the light. You shine light on them, and you bring them into your consciousness. And once you're aware that you're doing something, it makes it so much easier to shift out of that energy and to do something new. So this is all about ending cycles. And that message is coming through with this burning tower too, is that these things had to happen and had to come crashing down for you to really see what kind of cycles you've been stuck in. We have the Papist. I don't know how you say that word. The female Pope. She's also known as the High Priestess. Once again, a feminine energy, and very, very intuitive, very powerful. She's really in touch with her spiritual side. This is all about really going deep and really meditating and really connecting right now. Stepping into your power. This is all about feelings. A lot of times, especially men, feel like, you know, they can't show emotions. You know, God forbid that they cry, that shows weakness. But actually, it shows great strength to really feel and to really show your feelings and express yourself to somebody. You know, this comes back around here, this whole situation. Do not be afraid to express your emotions. Do not be afraid to really say how you feel. And there's a big difference between an emotion and a feeling. To me, I feel, and I want to take that back, don't be afraid to show your feelings, because to me an emotion is is a feeling that's out of control. It's the thought or belief, it's the belief behind a thought and the emotion with it. Feelings are more like love and acceptance and really a deep, caring connection on a spiritual level. So do express your feelings when this comes back around. And do only what resonates with you. Feel your way through it. That message just came up. Sacrifice, because to clarify that card, we have the sacrifice, the renunciation, offering, letting go. So I'm feeling like maybe this great love that you have, maybe it didn't fit inside of the box that you thought it should. You had a certain way you thought that your soulmate, divine partner was supposed to look. And maybe they came to you and they were different than what you expected because you had your own belief system and your own way of thinking. And basically this came crashing down because whoever else you ended up with lets you know, okay, and this could be your other partner too. Okay, I've got it. Basically, you had a divine partner and you had a very soulful spiritual love affair. It did not fit into the box or into your life the way that you expected it to. So you actually walked away from the situation. This is where this mistake comes in, this transgression, where you feel like you screwed up because you went back to some old patterns. Maybe you ended up with someone new, or maybe the person who you were in this affair with, they did that, okay? So take what resonates. This could be them, this could be you. But this tower came down to let you know that this person was worth waiting for and that they were your divine partner, they were your soulmate, they were your twin flame, whatever type of divine partner you resonate with right now. And now you're feeling like you messed up. And now you have all of this pain, but your spirit guides are letting you know they are with you and that you cannot lose this person, that both of you had to kind of go your separate ways in order to experience other things and to really see what type of patterns that you've been stuck in and bad cycles. And I don't want to say bad because I try to get away from labeling things, but let's just say patterns that did not serve you. You know, and this could even have been like substance abuse. This could be addictions, any type of vices, any type of patterns that you have been stuck in. You had the tower moment and now you're able to see clearly. So now you're in this energy of, what do I do? Let go and understand that this is going to come back around again. And when it does, both of you will be so much better for it because you've learned and you've grown and you have experienced other things. And it's all about contrast. Sometimes we have to experience things we don't like in order to know what it is that we do like. Oh, I'm so sorry. It took me forever to really be able to tie that together. But that is the energy that I'm getting with this. And also, like I said, a very, very heavy feminine energy, which lets me know that you really need to get in touch with your feelings and your intuition. We have a message of concern. So what I'm getting with this is, do really take any type of spiritual guidance that you have at this time. Do not be scared. If you are guided to send a message, do send a message. You might be receiving a message from somebody's returning. Pay attention, because a lot of times we will see somebody's name over and over again. We will see numbers. 1111 is a good number. You know, if you see any type of signs whatsoever, do follow what you're guided to do. And as a masculine energy, I'm going to say this. I feel like, I know as a feminine, I always kind of leave it up to the man to message me. Just because that's how I was raised. I'm old-fashioned. I never reach out first. This has been really challenging for me. And I believe a lot of females are like that. They want to hear from you. So if you are guided to send a message, do so. And understand also that as a feminine, a lot of times we're waiting to hear from you. So I felt like somebody needed to hear that. We have mature woman. So once again, I feel like this kind of goes along with that. That's that fallback energy. As a feminine, we do kind of fall back and we do kind of wait for the man to approach us. So if you are a masculine energy and you have gone through this tower moment and this walking away from a relationship with somebody who you really truly love and you're waiting to hear from her, you might have to take the steps that you're guided to take, because as women, a lot of times we're waiting to hear from you. Now, if you're a feminine watching this, understand I feel very strongly like your male counterpart is watching you right now, and they are seeing that you have really matured and you have really grown and you have really stepped into your power, and you are doing really focused on yourself right now, and that is an attractive energy. And if you're not in that energy, that's the energy you need to get in. But you will be hearing from him soon. Main female. Once again, and I feel like this reading is more for men than it is for women right now. You do, it's like you do now see her as being your main female, as this is the love you've always looked for, even though at first it didn't look the way that you wanted it to. But you had to have that tower moment, and you had to really kind of go out into the world to experience other things, to realize that she is the one for you. And if you're a female watching this, understand this is how he feels about you right now, and he is going to be coming back, and you are going to be hearing from him. There's a lot of feminine energy in the spread, and it's like a lot of love for the feminine energy, a lot of love. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful reading. Whew, I'm so sorry it took me it was so hard to kind of get that message out. There was a lot of different messages going on at the same time. But do send the message, men. Send the message. She's waiting for you. Do that. She has matured. Well, this is your reading, Aries, and I'm going to include in the description of the video my contact information. Thanks for watching.